my dear children. Good morning to all of you. So, how are you all? Are you fine? Very good. I'm also fine. Okay, let's begin the class. Yes. So, in last class, we learned about water, the properties of water, uses of water, and what is a solvent, what is a solute, and what is a solution. Hope you remember that all. Yes? Yes, very good. So today we are going to take the next part of this lesson, universal solvent. What is this universal solvent? To whom this name has been given? That is what we are going to find out. The meaning for universal solvent is that it must have many benefits. So, water is called the universal solvent because water is useful for many purposes as you have studied in the later classes. Right? Yes. And one more property is that most of the substances gets dissolved in this water only. If you take sugar, if you take sugar candy, salt and jaggery, anything if you take, it will easily dissolve in water. But whereas in coconut oil and kerosene, it doesn't get dissolved. So that is why water is called a universal solvent. And there are many benefits for water. That is, we can use for watering plants, yes, and it also helps to remove dirt from our body. That is why all are advising to drink a lot of water. Whatever waste is there in our body, it helps to remove it. And also children, it is helpful for industrial purposes, for washing vessels, clothes. Many more purposes are the industrial uses in agricultural field. Many more purposes we are using water. So that is why water is called a universal solvent. And the main property is that most of the substances dissolves in the water. Clear? Yes. Now, there are some substances which can float and some substances which can sink. There is a table given from your textbook, the objects that can float and objects that can sink. Okay? Yes. What is the meaning of that? Those which consist of a weight can only float on the water, and which objects which contain only less weight, it can only sink. That is, sink means going deep into the water. For example, if you take a wooden block and a stone, can you tell me children, which is having more weight? Exactly, a wooden block is having more weight than a stone, small stone. Right? Yes. So if you put it in the water, what will happen? The wooden box will float on the water, and the small stone, when you put it into the water, it will sink, it will go deep into the water. So that is the difference. Many more examples are there. If you take a plastic and if you take a sugar or a metal block, anything, that is, plastic weighs more than a sugar or a metal block. So plastic will float on the water, and this metal block and sugar pieces and all will sink in the water. So substances which is having more weight compared to the other will float. Clear? Yes. there is an experiment from your textbook. Can you see, children? Yes. You can see that there are two plastic bottles and they are cut in equal sizes. Okay? And what you have to do means you have to put a hole at the base of the bottle. Okay? Base means down of the bottle. Clear? And close that holes with a pipe. The ends of the pipe should be in the hole so that the water will not flow out. Clear? Now fill the two plastic bottles with water. Now I am going to do one thing. I am going to remove from one of the bottle some amount of water. What will happen, children? Yes, the level will decrease. It will fall, right? Yes. And if I put sand onto that water, what will happen? It will raise up. So the water level will raise up. Right? If I remove the water from the bottle, the water level will fall off. Right, children? Yes. So the water knows to maintain its level. This is what we studied from this experiment. The water can maintain its level. Okay? If I take, see, I told you that I have put some sand so the water level rised up. Now again I am removing the sand. Small amount of sand I am removing from that bottle. Again the water level will fall off. So water helps to maintain its level. Level means what, children? That is to a certain height. From down to a certain height it can remain as such. That is the meaning of level. So you can see from the picture. Clear? Yes. Now another question is, I'm going to ask to you is, how can you measure water? Not only water, liquids. Can you say, children? Yes. In liters. We can measure the liquids in liters. And if you wanted to measure a small quantity of liquids, we are measuring it as milliliter. Milli means small. If there is only small quantity of liquid is there, you will measure with milliliter. Otherwise, liter is a unit used for measuring the liquids. Clear? Yes. Now, can you see the picture of the earth? What can you understand from this picture, children? Can anyone say? Yes. You can see that the major portion of the earth is in blue color. Can you see, children? Yes. What does it mean? Yes, that is the 2/3 surface area of the earth is covered by water, oceans. Okay. Yes. About 3.5% is pure water and 96.5% is sea water. Pure water means rivers, lakes, ponds, streams, etc. And I told you sea water, which is ocean, sea and all. It comes under sea water. So we can know that major portion of our earth is covered by oceans. Okay. So see the importance of water, children. Yeah. Now we know that water is very essential for us. Without water we cannot live, and water has many properties, right? But how do the water gets polluted? That is my next question to you all. How does it get polluted? How does it get polluted, children? Exactly. Yes. We are throwing plastic into the water. We are throwing all sorts of waste into the water. Right? We are washing the cattle like cow, buffalo, even elephants also we are washing. So it gets dirty. We are washing the clothes and the waste from the industries is directly dumped into this water. And even the waste from the fish market, meat market, everything is going under this water. So in such way, the water gets polluted and all the creatures who is living in the water die as a result of it. So this is how the water gets polluted. So we have to be very aware that we should not pollute the water, because as I told you earlier, water is very essential for us, isn't it? Without water we cannot survive at all, we cannot live at all. Okay, as we told earlier that water is an universal solvent. Clear? So today we studied about universal solvent. Then we studied about substances which can float and sink. Then I told you how the water is maintaining its level through an experiment. And the earth's half portion is covered with water. Clear, children? Yes. And also how the water gets polluted. So this all we have discussed today. So the next topic I will discuss in the next class. Hope you all understood this. Till then, bye.